Hey everybody, and welcome to today's video. Today's Sunday, July 24th, 2022, and I'm recording this about 9:23 p.m. in the evening. During today's video, I'm going to go over a quick market overview. We'll review my trading style a little bit, go through some of my current trades that I'm in. We'll do a scan of stocks that could potentially be in play, and then we'll review what may be a possibility to be buying tomorrow on Monday. So let's switch gears into first, we'll get into the S&P, which was down 0.93% on Friday, still downtrending. We're looking here on a 10-year chart. Each candle represents 1 month. So from a monthly candle perspective, we've been downtrending for quite some time since the highs in December, January, really staying under the 8 EMA pretty consistently for the past 6 or so months. Definitely in a long-term downtrend on the SPY. Looking over to the Qs, down 1.75%. Similarly, downtrending since the highs 6 to 8 months ago. IWM, not too different. Looking at gold, which is up a little bit, but still quite a messy chart. COGT up a little bit, similar, definite downtrend for a long while. And then let's have a look at Bitcoin, which was down 3.72%. A massive drop in Bitcoin just since that high in November, above $55 down to today's price at 14th. It's really been just smacked nuts. It's crazy. Getting into a little bit with my stock and my strategy, some of the stocks that I'm holding currently. Let's go in order. First is EZPW. Really what I'm looking for is stocks that are kind of consolidating, breaking out over a 3 to 6 month range, which is why I was starting to buy EZPW as it broke out in April, May, above the 736 area. So it's been holding over those levels for a few months, hanging in there a little bit, but really keeping kind of a tight leash down against the 7 area as this 8 monthly moving average is catching up to it. That would be my place to cut and run. I would potentially consider adding more on a break above the recent highs from May and June around the 815, 825 level. So kind of holding that ground from a stop perspective down about 50 cents from here while potentially adding more on the break above 815 to 825 if it does decide to continue the uptrend. Next stock we're holding is COGT. This one really got hit on Friday, down 6.75%. Still, as far as I'm concerned, holding well in the uptrend, but yeah, just considering that a down day in what I think is an uptrend. So holding that out, at least down below this month's lows, which are in the 862 range. So got a ways to go there, just kind of hanging on the COGT. Next is EVH. Stock is also kind of hanging out. Started buying that as it broke above this 6 month or so range, and when it was breaking above these highs in May and June, around that 33 level, which is right around where it is today. So kind of hanging out there, using approximately this month's low, which is right where the EMA from the 8 monthly is catching up to it, as my stop, which is about 28 and 63 cents. So kind of hanging out there, just letting the stock work a little bit and continue to move higher, hopefully over the next few months. And with BLU, the stock kind of shot up and pulled back a little bit. So definitely kind of aware of that to see how that trades into the end of July and maybe into August. This could be one that pulls back, hits that monthly moving average, and winds up getting stopped out. So kind of aware of that right here as it was down over 1% this past Friday. And with LI, the stock also got crushed on Friday, down 6%. Quite a lot of room before it hits the stop, which is going to be in that $30 range. So it's still a good 10 or 15% away from where it is now. Really hanging out, letting that consolidate. Hopefully, staying high above the 8 EMA on a monthly basis for the next few days and weeks and months. Maybe breaking back over those recent highs in the ballpark of $41.49, where could be a potential area to buy more on a move higher into the 45 or 50 plus range. And finally, CNK, a stock that I just added a couple days ago, as that was breaking above nicely over the past consolidation that it was in, since last December or so. It's had a high, was in February, above around $18.95, which is pretty close to where it is today. So I consider a good buy area anywhere in that range, 18.95 and up, and riding the 8 EMA as my stop. So it's going to be back a couple bucks from where it is today. So this was down a little bit on Friday, but still hanging in for a little while to see where it does and where it goes over the next few days and weeks. While we'll be changing it to August next week, and then with that, moving up our stops. All right, let's get into the final piece, which is the scans. This is my FinViz screener, which I've got preset to look at stocks that went up on high volume. So looking at Friday stocks, there are not a lot of them, only about 14 in all. So that's an indication right there. In obviously a downtrending market with not a lot of stocks going up on good volume. So most of these, just kind of glancing through, look to be in downtrends, not really much of interest. And with that, the stock is a little interesting. TRHC. That's still well below its 8 EMA on the monthly basis. Solid downtrend that's been in for about a year and a half now, so that is a no play. And then just the last few stocks, PGY, that is wild. PGY, not sure if that's something I would trade, but very interesting move from $10 down to $4, now back above it. 6-point move down, 6-point move back. I wonder if it's got 6 points to the upside, which would be a $16 target. I'm not trading that, but it will be interesting to see what that does over the next few days. I wouldn't be shocked if it makes it up to 16. PGY, PIK, also interesting. Definitely downtrending and kind of a no play, so just sitting on the sidelines for that one. And then the last two here, TKLF and TH, which this thing's just been on a nice uptrend since that breakout earlier in the month. TH definitely is a stock that could have been under consideration as it broke higher above $7, $7.68 even, which were the highs from June and May. Just watched that go higher over the past month. So this is a good one to kind of be aware of, watching how it trades. We'll switch back over to the daily chart there just to give that a look. Definitely broke out really nicely on the 8th of July and just it's been going higher nicely ever since. So kind of an interesting chart to look at. You see the volume really exploding out of that. This was a no play, but definitely could have been something to be looking at and really just enjoying some of those gains all the way from the $8 range up to where it is up above $12 today. So with my trades, I'm definitely just kind of sitting on my hands, making sure that I'm aware of my stops, which are looking at the previous month's 8 EMA to keep on moving along. And then no new stocks in play for tomorrow, but that's where I'm going to wrap up for today. So if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching and have a great trading day tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Bye.